Hello and welcome to today's presentation for Clonturk Community College. My name is Dave Fagan and I'm the Education Manager for Compub. The first thing of note is Compub are going through a rebrand at present, so if you're local to any of our stores you'll notice that the sign over the door has changed, but it's the exact same team that you will be dealing with on a daily basis. It's literally just the name over the door is changing. With this change, it means that Select is Europe's largest Apple premium retailer with 34 dedicated Apple locations throughout the UK and Ireland and over 300 dedicated Apple staff. We're very proud of this fact, and we're also very proud of the fact that it's an Irish-owned business. I'm going to talk you through the iPad and why Clonturk has decided on the iPad, and just some notes in relation to the iPad itself. So the first thing is, when people think about the iPad, they look at the advantage of using the iPad as a substitute for your books. However, when we talk about the iPad, we like to talk about everything else as well that is available when you use an iPad in the classroom. A lot of these features are to do with creativity and collaboration, and the weight saving of not having so many bags or books in your bag is also a huge advantage. The accessibility features on an iPad as well are second to none, and they're all built in straight out of the box. And this is also another fantastic feature of all the Apple devices. We'll be opening an online web store, details of which will be sent out to you closer to the date by the school. And we try and keep the web store as clutter-free as possible. So we'll only have the latest iPads on it, certain accessories, and then some services that are also available. At present, the current iPad is the 9th generation iPad, and it comes in two capacities, either a 64GB model or a 256GB model. It will be available in both colours, which are space grey and silver. To give you an idea of pricing, at present the 64GB iPad with the case and the management solution, which we call Safe Environment, comes in at €440, whereas the 256GB model comes in at €598 with the case and the Safe Environment. We feel, and the school also feels, that the 64GB model is plenty sufficient for your son or daughter as they start their journey with Clonturk Community College. If your son or daughter is into videography or photography or music creation, maybe then look at the 256GB model. But also each child will receive plenty of cloud storage from the school once they start, so the 64GB model is plenty sufficient. The only optional extra that will be available on the web store is AppleCare Plus for Education. So this is a specific AppleCare insurance plan that covers your iPad for 3 years for €99. It allows you to access 24/7 priority support, and there's an express replacement service that if something happens to the iPad, you can ring Apple and they will go through troubleshooting the device with you over the phone and ship a replacement device to your home, at which point you put the faulty device into the box and the courier takes it away. Any accidental damage is covered, and it allows for 2 instances of accidental damage per year with an excess fee of €49. One caveat with the AppleCare insurance is we cannot sell AppleCare Plus for education insurance once you have received the iPad. We can only sell it prior to the iPad being turned on. You will, however, be able to purchase the regular AppleCare, but it doesn't provide the express replacement service, nor does it provide the same level of incidence as the AppleCare Plus for education. The Safe Environment is the management solution that we use on the iPad, so this allows the school to install the applications that are required for your son or daughter. It also allows us to troubleshoot a lot of issues in relation to the iPad. It does not allow us any access to any information that is on the iPad, and that's just something that's very important to point out. So we cannot see any files on the iPads, and that's Select as a company or the school itself. So we can restrict access to certain applications and install certain applications, but we can never see any files that are on the devices. The iPad will be used as an educational tool, so there will be no app store available on the iPad, and it will only be educational apps that are installed that are selected by the school itself. This is just a quick short video to show you the process when you receive the link to access the web store. So you'll receive a link and you'll receive the password, and once you sign in you'll see there's 4 simple steps, and when you're ready you press start. This video is from last year, as we are currently working on the new store, so the prices and the models of iPad are based on last year's devices. However, the first screen will present you with the 2 capacities of the iPads and the 2 different colours. Once you've made your selection, you move on to the second page, which is the AppleCare insurance. As I mentioned, this is optional extra. If you decide to select it, you do need to tick the box to say that you've read the terms and conditions. The next page has the case and the safe environment, and these are mandatory, so you can't skip these steps. You have to select both of them. The shipping method will be a collection from the school, as we do a deployment day with the school. On the second last page, it'll give you an overview of your basket, at which point you can turn around and change anything if you made a mistake. And then on the last page, you just fill in your details, including your child's name, and you can proceed then to checkout to place your order. As I mentioned, we keep it as simple as possible to not have any clutter on the web store. If there's a different iPad model, namely the iPad Air or the iPad Pro, that you would prefer to get, feel free to give the team a call and we'll be able to talk you through the options that are available. There is a quite significant jump in price when you look at the iPad Air or the iPad Pro, hence we only include the latest base model iPad, which is the 9th generation. Also, if you want a keyboard case or anything like that, you can also contact the team and they will update your order to the keyboard case or Apple Pencil or anything similar to that. Once the web store does open, we do advise people get their orders in as quickly as possible. We have seen constraint on iPads over the last 2 years. We work very closely with Apple, and we had no students without an iPad last year, we're very proud to say, and we will be working very closely again with them this year. The school is planning on doing the deployment in early June, so for that reason the web store will only be open for a short period of time. So the earlier you get the orders in, the better. Some of the dates in relation to the web store: it will open on the 1st of April. It'll close on the 29th of May, and that just gives our team time to get everything ready for the deployment day, which will happen on the 11th of June. And again, once you place your order online, the iPad will not be shipped out home. We collect all the orders in store, get them ready, and bring them on the deployment date on the 11th of June, which is when your son or daughter will receive it, and we will talk them through the process of getting set up on the iPad and getting ready for the start of the school term next August/September. That is the presentation. Our telephone number, if you have any queries or questions, is 01 507 9100, or you can email the team on education@selectonline.com. Thank you for your time.